First track day, done and dusted. Well, second track day of the year, but first track day for this bike. And Joe, let me tell you, learning hurts, and a lot of learning happened yesterday. For instance, my buddy Zahir, who's got the black SP2, told me that, I didn't know this, but once you get new tires, slicks, you have to let the bike know that it has slicks on.
You have to tell the bike that it no longer has street tires on, and it has to calibrate itself. Sounds a lot like Skynet to me.
So you go into the calibration, which if you asked me to do it right now, I couldn't replicate the calibration process. Zahir went straight in, and then the bike said, go ride at 30 miles an hour in second gear, and I have to hold it for between 5 and 10 seconds. Now, I can't do it on the track, on an open track. Guys are going 100 miles an hour, so you're doing 30 miles an hour in second gear. So I had to take it to the parking lot, the car park. I held it 5-10 seconds, and somehow, I have no idea, the computer now knows what kind of tires it has on. And one of the reasons I don't want to go into the process of doing it is because I don't want to lose the calibration that these tires have. Look at these things. Look at these tires. So I have the bike on medium engine mode. They have the low setting, which I started out on, and I tell you what, normally I like to pass people on the straightaway, but I lack the power. Who knows how much power I had? It felt like I had 130 horsepower. So now I'm in medium mode, which, holy shit, I'm still getting used to that. I know there's 2 more settings on top of it. They have the high setting, and then you can get yourself the Acropovic exhaust and take it to the dealer, and they'll, I don't know if they flash it or program it. I know for a fact they have 2 more settings on top of the medium, and potentially 3, maybe even 4, who knows? I'm still shifting as if it doesn't have a quick shifter. So I power down the throttle, shift it in the gear, which it cuts the throttle one more time. I even went into a false neutral because, I'm gonna admit it, I have no idea what I'm doing. This brake, look at it. It's got so much bite. So much more bite than my last bike, but I was still braking on my original zones. Worst part about that is I was coasting because I had so much bite, so much tire, so much brake. I need to learn how to brake late. That's the thing I like to do, brake late, get in front of the dudes, catch up to the dudes or pass them, and then get to the straightaway and just power out of the straightaway, which I'm not gonna lie, my lap times they weren't sub 1 minute for knock kill. And if you guys know anything about that, it's not something you really wanna admit. This track day yesterday was an open track day. So all the big boys were out. In fact, I thought this was going to be the top few bikes. It wasn't. It wasn't even the top 5. Probably the top 10 bikes they had in that garage yesterday. They had some dudes with the latest version of this bike, like Zahir, like some other dudes that had dry clutches. Full-blown exhaust. I could hear it as it was passing me on the straightaway, backfiring. Holy shit, these bikes were on fire. Don't get me wrong, this was one hell of a nice bike for the dudes to see on the track, but by no means was it the best bike out there. And I'm gonna watch some programming videos, and I'm gonna get familiar with, the traction control, the wheelie control, all the settings on here. I don't know if I wanna mess with the tires, maybe the braking, who knows, and just mess with a few things because I can ride the bike, but Jesus Christ, it is a hell of a lot different than a Japanese bike that I've only ever ridden on the track. I rode my Monster, and in a funny way, it actually feels like my Monster. There's some similarities between this bike and the Monster. I don't know, maybe the way the engine feels, except for this engine is like double the power that my Monster was able to produce. So, Joe, thanks for watching. Zahir, thanks for helping. You subscribe because there aren't many videos out there of dudes actually taking this bike to the track. There's a few, but most of you guys who are making videos of these Panigales, these V4s, you're just riding it on the road. This bike was meant for the track, and I got sideways a few times on this, and the bike, I could just feel it. It's saving me. The bike itself is a better rider than me. So that's something that I'm gonna have to get used to because my other bike, you just hit the start button, took it out on the track, and that's all you needed to do. This bike, holy shit. The ABS, everything's pretty crazy. Well, that's it for this episode of Panigale to the Track. Be sure to subscribe, like, and more of these videos will be on your way. In fact, I might even end this video with a preview to what the track day actually looked like because I recorded most of the sessions out there. So you guys have a nice day and see you next time.